Welcome back to Let's Play Rocket Robot on Wheels Semi-Blind. Part 6. My name's ilikebeingsmart. The reason we're calling it semi-blind is because I lost a bunch of footage. And, God, that sounded a lot like Nice Peter right there. I lost a bunch of footage, and I needed to, yeah. It sucked. But, to give you perspective, this dinosaur, the first time I did it, this dinosaur took me 25 minutes, I want to say. So basically, anything here under... Oh, that angle's really screwing me up. Anything under 15 is going to be like a miracle here. The only downside is I know how to get up the dinosaur. The upside is I am saving you time. That's the upside to the dinosaur story. Because I am saving you so much time. I'll actually talk something during this dinosaur if I can pull it off. That'd be fantastic. I actually went to, before I tried to screw around with random stuff. No, you jerk! My swinging. So I don't know how many of you are familiar with the show Whose Line Is It Anyway? But the piano player of that show was a woman named Laura Hall. And shit. We have to talk about interesting stories that will help this horrible, horrible dinosaur that you can't do without double jump, but it's just really, really hard. Let's see if I can get it behind here. So I attended this 3-hour workshop with Laura Hall and her husband Rick. Laura was on Whose Line Is It Anyway? See, you fucker. And it was, so I heard about this. Just kind of randomly. I got into a big Whose Line kick on YouTube. Just watching a whole bunch of like co-downs and greatest hits videos, and then all of a sudden this thing comes up. Hey, in your area, Laura Hall's gonna be here teaching you shit, right? So, first time that took me about 5 minutes. Oh god. So I'm going through the point is I'm going through this significantly quicker, but that's because I've done it already. I'm still failing, so. But you know what? I don't know if you'd rather see 25 minutes of me getting frustrated with this, or like 5 minutes of semi-fail, and I'm gonna stay down here for the second coin. I think you can get it if you just stay here. And I'll talk a little bit more. So I decided to sign up for it. It was a 3-hour course. It was, you know, maybe about half an hour away from where I live. And I was like, you know what, why not, right? So I went there today, and there were so many people who were like, I've done improv for X amount of years, and I've done improv, and I've done stand-up for X amount of years, and stuff like that. And I was just like, oh, fuck. Like, I have. That was dumb. That was very dumb. Gives me more time to tell my story, but that was very dumb. Trying to get the 5 tokens there here. So all of a sudden people are like, I have 6 years of improv, and I used to do improv like 20 years ago. And, you know, all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, shoot. I was like, you know, to be honest, I know a lot about music. I majored in it. I did a little bit of acting in college. But when it comes to improv, I don't know a whole lot. You know, so when it came to the singing stuff, that was fantastic. You know, we did like vocal warm-ups, which I haven't done since college. I haven't done vocal warm-ups probably since 2008. So that was a little weird, but it was in the realm of, you know, like familiar at least. What the hell are you doing, camera angle? Oh, great. Okay. Then we got to the improv part of the musical improv class. This is where I started not doing as well, because I'm like, shit, I have to come up with stuff to say. I mean, that's the whole point. Am I gonna try this again? So, we might actually get something else done in this part. I actually could go up this way. This is where I have to line it up to be able to do this. So we got to the improv part. Yeah! We got to the improv part. That's where I started now doing as well. And if you've ever seen Whose Line, they do a show called, they do a game called Hoedown. And they're like, we're not going to do any hoedowns because actually that's like one of the hardest things to do. You would think maybe it wouldn't be, but that's where I was... Oh my god, I almost had it. That's where I was falling into problems last time. That last little part. But instead of having me fall at 20 minutes, I fell at freaking 6 minutes. Which makes me feel a lot better. And I'm telling a story, which means I don't have to cut as much of this out. But I still have no depth perception. Still. So it got to the improv part, and it's like, you know, all this crazy, like, singing versions of, like, improv games. Oh my god, you're a pain in the ass! And it's like, I'm so nervous. I don't know what to do, because I'm one of those people who thinks everything out first. Which you might think, that's really weird, Smart, because don't you do these commentaries off the top of your head? Yes, I do. Very true. But it's different. It's not singing at the same time. It's one thing when it's like talking. It's another thing that it's singing. You know, you have to come up with a melody and come up with something to say at the same time and come up, because here it's more freeform. I get to kind of choose what happens. You know, versus there, it's like they give you a suggestion. You have to, and you think that would be easier, but for me, for some reason, it was a lot harder. I said to somebody afterwards, oh no. Yes. Oh god, please get hurt by the fishes. Oh. That was a big save right there. Yeah, oh god, shoot. That was a huge save right there. Can I pick up the fishes? I wonder. I don't want to really try, to be honest. Oh god. Run, 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 rocket, run, rocket, run, rocket. Run, rocket. I gotta pay attention now. Because I don't think there's any more energy stuff here. So I told somebody afterwards, I said, it's funny, I know so much about music, but so little about improv, you know? And that's what's making this hard for some people. Like, they didn't know a whole lot about music, you know? They didn't know a lot of music terminology and stuff like that, but they knew a lot about improv. Me, I knew a lot about music, but I didn't know a whole ton about improv. But I always did have a good sense of rhythm, you know? And I kind of took that to my advantage. And interesting, the point I was getting to, right? So, there used to be a show on Whose Line called Hoedown, right? And there's this guy named Colin Mockery on the show Whose Line. And every time they did a hoedown, he ended up talking his way through the hoedown. And I always thought, like, man, if you can sing, why talk your way through it if you can actually sing? And then I started doing it some. And then I kind of realized, oh shit, I have to get this in one go. No! Fuck. I think I can do that dinosaur in the next 5 minutes. Because I want to finish my story. Do I have... Okay, I have energy. If I go with full energy, then I should be fine. So I was like super, super nervous, man. It's like I've been singing all my life, but everything I've sung has been prepared. You know, even to a certain extent, you know, when I did jazz improv. When I did jazz improv and jazz singing, that was at least prepared where I knew the chords beforehand. You know, I knew what chords were going to be played, so I could kind of base my improv, and it wasn't really words. I could just base my improv off of, you know, the notes I heard, which you could kind of do here, So, but, you know, you couldn't really because you needed to come up with words. So I found it really, really funny that when I started struggling, that I started doing the talk singing. And I was like, that's weird. Like, I can sing my ass off. And here I am, like, talking instead of singing. And I'm like, you know what? That's okay. If I sing a little bit and then I start talking, like, that's not that bad, actually. You know, it's like, oh man, like, it was really cool because there's this game, there are a couple of games I really struggled with or whatever. And there's this thing they have called improv karaoke. Are you fucking kidding me? And you can actually go to, I think they sell the CDs at like laurahall.com. They're like $20. If you're interested in like musical improv, is like improv and acting, you know, I highly recommend getting it. If it's just something you're casual about, I wouldn't. But so like we did like this improv karaoke where there were 4 people and you had to sing to a track. And the first one I did wasn't very good. Sucked. Like hardcore, you know? It was just really, really bad. Oh, damn it, I almost got it. I love how they give you an energy there, like most people are gonna get hit at least once. And like I was doing this and I was just like, I took like 8 to 16 bars to figure out what I wanted to say, and then I sang too long and it was like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing, you know. And then like they gave people a chance to do it again, and I was like, I want to try to get this right. I want to try to do better than what I just did. And the suggestions were, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, thank God, that's the best place to land right there. It's the best place to land. It's not going all the way back up. So I was like, I want to give this one more go. I want to show myself that once I understand the concept of what's going on, that I can do this more effectively, right? And so the suggestion was like, you know, a vehicle or somewhere where you can hold a lot of people. You piece of shit. And somebody said bus. And then it's like, an item you keep in your trunk. And someone said shovel. Like, and it wasn't like thinking about it. It was just like instantly, shovel. I'm like, okay. So the first place my brain went to was a school bus, right? So the first place my brain went to was a school bus. And so I made some kind of subconscious quirk comment about, man, those kids must have gotten really annoying. So I was starting to think, okay, like what can I do with, you know, a school bus full of kids and a shovel, except I was last. So I kind of had to play off of what everybody came up with first. And the first guy who was up said something about riding on a Greyhound bus, which wasn't where I was thinking, but I was like, okay, I can work with this. No, you piece of crap. I was not getting that lucky before. I was like, okay, I didn't mean you piece, I mean you piece of crap in the game, not this guy, because this guy was cute, right? So, and I don't know how you feel, but for me, if there's an attractive member of the opposite sex, I tend to give him a little bit more credit than I would normal people. I don't know if it's like this with other people, or if this is just like a female phenomenon, or I don't know. Do other people do this too, where they give a break to people who are the opposite sex? Like if you're a guy and there's a really cute girl, but she does something not like consistently stupid, like that's just dumb, but if she does something kind of dumb, like if she does something kind of dumb, like you kind of give her a little bit more slack than you might somebody else, whether it be like, I can't get this angle right. You have to get really close up to the edge. Oh, I have 2 left. I have to get this. Not too close. There. Okay? Okay, here. Sorry, this part's just really hard. Get the camera in. There we go. That's right. Okay. Silence. Okay. I did it! I did it! No! No! Oh my god. That was close. Yes! And if I can get... Yes! 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 Oh, this is freaking awesome. Oh my god. Do you realize what that put me in position to do? Oh my god, this is awesome. This just put me in position to go into the other world, grab one token, come back out, and get the double jump and make my life easier. That's crazy. And this is actually kind of a congruent part, which is also crazy. So, long story short, but I mean, come on, we were messing with that dinosaur. Really? And I know exactly where to get the tokens here. This is where we will be going in the next part. Where is it? I think it's this way. Because I realized off screen... Oh wait, no. Shit, I went it backwards. I realized in my other subsequent parts... Whatever. Fuck that shit, right? In other subsequent parts, there was an area I missed. Over here. I completely did not see. You want to know where coin 250 is? Oh, you want to learn what I did with these guys? Screw you. Here's coin 250. Oh my god, double jump heaven. Oh my god, this is gonna be awesome. So anyway, we're gonna get the double jump, I'm gonna end the story, and then I'm gonna do a new part. $250 on the nose. Double jump! Hell yes! Double jump! Yeah! Fuck yeah! And you will see how much easier life is made by double jump God player. So next time, double jump God player, but to finish my story. Really? Okay, I'm gonna move away from him here a little bit. So I went up there for a second time, right? And right without hesitating, this guy was like, you keep a shovel in your car. We're like, okay, that's a little creepy. So the first guy talked about Greyhound bus and a shovel, right? And digging a hole, bury people in it, right? And somebody else expanded upon that. Yeah, I just said expounded, deal with it. And somebody else said something about a knife, and I was like, bingo, I got it. What I can do is I can pretend like I'm the person who got off the bus and happened to stumble upon this random hole and shovel and knife, right? Like, because they never said anything, as far as I could tell, they never said anything about hiding it anywhere, right? They didn't say anything about hiding this stuff anywhere. So I was like, well, let's just assume they were stupid and left it there. So I came up and I was like, something to the effect of, you know, I was on the bus and I, you know, got off at my normal stop. And all of a sudden I come across this hole and this shovel and this knife. What is that about? Like, what does that mean? What is that about? And I just ended it there. And then we ended it. What is that about? What's that supposed to be? And then we ended it. And I'm like, there we go. I did it. You know, I was really proud of myself. You know, things that, two big things I noticed about improv, or the two big lessons I took out of it, is one, everyone there who was really, really good, I just had this conviction about them, you know? It was like they came up with an idea, they stuck with the idea, and even if the idea was shit, they still stuck with it. And the second thing I learned is that if there's so much in life about, like, right and wrong, and now I'm really afraid this hasn't come out loud enough. Fuck. Whatever, I'm not re-recording it. Y'all have fun trying to hear what the hell I'm saying, because I ain't re-recording this shit. So, but there's always, they kept saying, like, you know, there's no one right way to go about this, and it just kind of reminded me that, you know, it's like in life, there's no one right way to go about it. Sometimes there's a best way to go about it, or a recommended way to go about it, but there's no, like, one, like, this is the way you have to do it. Like, like, Q guy heard a bus, he thought Greyhound bus. I heard a bus, I thought school bus. They're both bus. You know? There's no one right way to interpret the world. You know? And I just took that away, and it's like, you know, maybe at work, there's, you know, a generally accepted way to do things, but that doesn't mean it's the right way. If you still get the same stuff done, and you don't swear, and you don't break any rules, and you don't hit people, I always like to add don't hit people on my list of things not to do at work, or not just to do in life, unless they ridiculously deserve it. But if it's something petty, don't hit people. Just common sense, you know? Like, if I want to be cheerful at drive-thru, and I want to reason through things with my mind by pointing to them, why can't I? You know, it may not look as like everybody else does, but if it gets the job done, why not? And then have the conviction behind that to know that that's the way I'm going to get through it. I don't know, just food for thought. Next time on Let's Play Rocket Robot on Wheels Part 7, Double Jump Time. Yes! My name's ilikebeingsmart. Peace out.